you know, why it's such a, and we talked about this a lot on Insecure, because during that time, like, it was all these articles coming out about the singleness of black women and why black women are just so notoriously single, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we what we realized on that show was that's just a myth,
Yeah.
right? It's a myth, the same way that like black movies don't travel overseas. You mean to tell me hip hop? You mean Drake? You mean tell me they're not listening to this Drake and Kendrick feud internationally? So black culture travels, and so these are
Yeah.
just myths we've been told.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, to take it back to the Boondocks, the Boondocks treasures a lot in these myths that we've been telling ourselves as black people, you know, like that, like. And I think Riley's character represents like this glorification of hood culture,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just these myths that we've been told that like we have to be the ones to undo these myths to a certain extent, like, and to call them out. Like, I remember, to me it was like Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, the whole like that whole Black Panther moment
Mm-hmm.
that like said like, y'all, black movies do sell overseas. What are y'all talking about? Like, Fruitvale Station can sell overseas. Like, what do you mean? Like, and it turns out that those things were just a myth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I think at a certain point, I think at a certain level, a lot of people are more comfortable with the myth.
mm,
Mm.
Like sticking to the example we've been using, like the like black women being single and da 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 da. Like a lot of my black female friends that I have, especially out here on the West Coast, they're like, oh, it's not enough. It's already like only 5% black men in this, predominantly white city that I live in. Of those black men, half are gay, half are not in my income bracket, et cetera, et cetera. And so I
right.
think that myth is more comfortable for them to be like, this is why I'm single, as opposed to I'm not trying hard enough.